Welcome to AI for Specialists. For engineers like you, especially those who've been in the thick of it, the idea of running your own successful consultancy, completely solo, well, it's always felt like a bit of a stretch goal, right? Maybe even impossible. But what if that's changing? What if AI is completely rewriting the rules here?
That's exactly what we're jumping into today. It's fascinating. We're looking at how advanced AI isn't just, making small tweaks. It's fundamentally changing the whole game. It could make the one-person engineering firm not just possible, but actually really effective, even powerful.
A force multiplier, you said.
Yeah, think of it like that. Your ultimate force multiplier. It's touching everything. Generative design, complex simulations, even project management and talking to clients.
Okay, let's unpack that a bit.
Okay.
Because the traditional hurdles, they were pretty significant. I mean, first off, landing those big, high-value clients when you're just one person.
Yeah.
Tough. Then the startup costs. You mentioned figures like, what, 50,000? Maybe even $500,000 for a traditional setup. Even a minimal setup was 10, 30 grand.
Exactly. Serious money. Software licenses, powerful hardware. It added up fast.
And then there's just the lack of resources compared to the big firms, No team to bounce ideas off, that feeling of professional isolation. It felt like climbing a mountain, honestly.
Absolutely. And that's precisely where AI comes in. It tackles those foundational challenges head on. It really is that force multiplier we talked about.
Yeah.
Suddenly, you can dramatically cut your running costs. You can handle a workload that previously might have needed a small team.
How specifically? Give me an example on the technical side.
Okay, we'll take AI-powered design and simulation. You've got generative design tools, like Autodesk Fusion is one example. It doesn't just automate things. It can explore thousands of different design options, optimized options, things a human might not even think of. It's like having a whole brainstorming team just for design concepts.
Wow, thousands.
Yeah, it really speeds things up and boosts creativity. Then you add advanced simulation, tools like Rescale or SimScale. We're talking, based on some sources, potentially 1,000x faster and cheaper simulations at 99% accuracy.
1,000 times faster. That sounds almost unbelievable.
It's transformative. You can validate really complex designs in, minutes or hours instead of days or weeks.
Okay.
And crucially, the big shift is that these powerful AI tools are now often cloud native, subscription-based.
So no massive upfront cost for software and hardware.
Exactly. That breaks down that huge capital barrier. Advanced capabilities become genuinely affordable for a solo practitioner.
Okay, so AI clearly helps level the playing field on the purely technical stuff. That's huge.
Yeah.
But let's be real. Running a solo business, it's not just calculations and designs, is it? There's that mountain of admin, the emails, the scheduling, keeping track of everything, client call.
The daily grind, yeah.
Can AI really handle the sheer messiness of all that effectively? Can it actually stop you drowning in spreadsheets and missed deadlines?
It absolutely can. That's the other side of the coin. Automated management and communication. Think about project management. There are AI tools now like Autodesk Construction Cloud, Cascade, Notion, plenty of options. They automate repetitive tasks, help streamline your workflow, even suggest better ways to prioritize. For you, acting as your own project manager, it's invaluable. Keeps you focused.
Okay, so less time spent on the admin clutter. What about dealing with clients? That takes a lot of time and finesse.
Right. And AI helps there too. Platforms like Salesforce, even tools like ChatGPT or Fireflies.ai for summarizing meetings. They can handle initial inquiries, provide instant responses 24/7, personalize interactions based on past conversations, analyze feedback.
Analyze feedback. How so?
Yeah, like sentiment analysis on emails or call transcripts. It helps you understand client needs better. All this frees you up from being constantly tied to your inbox or phone. You focus on the core engineering work, the high-value stuff, while the AI helps maintain those strong, trusting client relationships.
That does sound genuinely game-changing for just managing the day-to-day.
Yeah.
So, okay, we've got the technical boost, we've got help with the admin and clients. What's the bigger picture here, the strategic advantage? How does this actually let a solo engineer compete effectively against the established bigger firms? Is it just about being cheaper?
It's more than just cost, though that's part of it. The efficiency gains are honestly unprecedented. Some analyses suggest AI could automate somewhere between, say, 53% and maybe even 67% of tasks in roles like market research or even sales development.
More than half.
Potentially, yeah. Imagine reclaiming half your week from non-billable, non-engineering tasks. AI handles that groundwork. You focus purely on your expertise.
Well, it's a lot of reclaim time.
And it translates to quality, too. There was this really interesting experiment with consultants using GPT-4. They completed over 12% more tasks, finished them 25% faster. And this is key. Their output quality improved by over 40%.
40% better quality, wow.
Exactly. So as a solo engineer using these tools, you reach a level of productivity that used to require a small team. This means you can either offer really competitive pricing, undercutting bigger firms, or deliver significantly superior value for the same price. You choose.
So it sounds like these AI agents, they could almost give a one-person shop the agility and the sheer output to actually go head-to-head with much larger organizations.
That's the potential, absolutely.
And you mentioned the market itself is booming.
Exploding, really. Some projections put the AI engineering market hitting over, $87.5 billion by 2030. Others are even more bullish, maybe $280 billion plus by 2034.
Huge numbers.
Massive demand. And here's the strategic edge. As a solo engineer, you're nimble. You can adopt these integrated cloud-native AI solutions fast. Larger firms, they're often stuck with legacy systems, bureaucratic decision-making. They move slower. That gives you, the solo operator, a real advantage in responsiveness and adopting the latest tech. Some sources even suggest AI agents could automate up to 80% of a solo entrepreneur's total workload.
80%. That's almost the entire operation.
It points towards a future where you can rival larger firms in speed and efficiency, but with drastically lower overheads.
Okay, this is sounding incredibly powerful, almost like a cheat code for engineers wanting to go solo. But relying so heavily on AI, especially when you're just one person, that must bring its own set of worries, right? Things like, who's responsible if the AI messes up? Do clients trust it?
Those are critical considerations, absolutely crucial, because as a solo engineer, the buck stops with you completely. So you have challenges like assigning accountability. If an AI makes a design recommendation that fails, who's liable? That's a complex legal area.
Yeah.
Then there's data integrity, potential bias creeping into AI outputs, maybe data tampering concerns, cybersecurity risks. You don't have a big IT or legal department to back you up. You have to manage all that risk yourself. GDPR, CCPA compliance. It's all on you.
That's a heavy weight to carry alone. And what about client perception? Are people comfortable knowing AI did a chunk of the work?
That's the other piece. Building and maintaining client trust. There can be skepticism. Some research suggests older demographics, maybe people 55 plus area, are less comfortable with AI handling communications, for example. Only about 23% in one study.
Okay, so transparency is key.
Absolutely essential. You need proactive, clear communication about how you're using AI, what its role is, and importantly, its limitations. You need to maintain that clear human-in-the-loop oversight. Clients need to trust your judgment, enhanced by AI, not just the AI itself.
Right, makes sense. And the tech changes so fast.
Nonstop. Which leads to the final point. Continuous professional development isn't just nice to have, it's non-negotiable. The AI landscape evolves incredibly rapidly. You have to keep learning. Thankfully, there's a growing ecosystem for that, online courses like Coursera, specialized boot camps focused on AI for engineers. But that commitment to lifelong learning is fundamental to making this model work long-term.
So, putting it all together, it really does seem like the AI augmented one-person engineering firm isn't just a theoretical idea anymore. It looks like a genuinely realistic and actually a really powerful model. It offers engineers a kind of autonomy and potential impact that was, frankly, unimaginable just a few years ago. But as you said, success isn't automatic. It really hinges on deeply embracing AI proficiency, choosing your specialization wisely, and navigating those tricky ethical and trust challenges with real transparency and that constant drive to learn.
Well put. It really boils down to that. So maybe for you listening, the aspiring solo engineer, perhaps the real question isn't whether AI can help you build that dream firm. Maybe it's about how quickly you can get proficient, how fast you can master these tools to really seize this unprecedented level of autonomy and make the impact you want to make.
Well, that's all the time we have today. Until next time on AI for Specialists. Bye-bye.